It's a book that I wrote. It's now available for pre-order everywhere books are sold. Hello, brains. Who likes memes? I like memes. I love memes. And my team built this really cool meme generator where they put a bunch of random memes and I can just click this cool little give me a meme button and it will give me a meme. I'm just gonna sit here and react to memes about ADHD. Can I do it? Can I push the button?
You can press the button.
I can push the button! Give me a meme! Alright, time to stop stalling and I'm instantly in a better mood. Oh my god. This is one of the most relatable things I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, it's so true. Ask us how long we were rearranging this bookshelf before we started shooting. I love humor that's true. I mean, it's an exaggerated version of true, but it's true. Like, there's truth to the humor. And especially situational humor. This is fantastic. We can go home now. I'm done. It's not gonna get better than this. He's painting the dishes. I feel like this does not need explaining for those of us who have ADHD, we get it. But for those who don't have ADHD and you're wondering what the heck this is about, ADHD brains have trouble with tasks that are lengthy, repetitive, or boring. Things like doing the dishes. And so we'll often go to extreme lengths to do anything but the thing that we're supposed to be doing, to the point that he has gotten close to doing the dishes, but he's set up an easel in front of them and is painting them.
Okay, before we get to more memes, I need to practice my Italian real quick. I've got my trip to Italy coming up and I really want to make sure I'm comfortable speaking the language while I'm there. Thankfully, Babbel is making that possible. Even when I get distracted and don't use it for a while. Every time I come back to it, I realize how much I've learned. Quando avete conosciuto Fabio?
Quando avete conosciuto Fabio?
Babbel is my absolute favorite way to learn languages because it's interactive and engaging, but it's designed by actual language teachers, so I'm not just learning random words. I'm learning how to have practical, real-world conversations in Italian, and learning the grammar as I go as well.
Sì, tantissimo, soprattutto adesso che ho ricevuto un robot da cucina per il mio compleanno.
I feel like one of these people has ADHD. And cooking is relaxing for you? E per te cucinare è rilassante? Babbel has a few different subscriptions to choose from, including a lifetime subscription, so you can choose what works best for you and your needs. They offer live classes as well, including 2 free with your subscription, which I found really helpful because they were taught by Italians living in Italy. And there's a great podcast that talks about the different cities in Italy. So I'm learning about the places I'll be visiting as I'm learning and reinforcing my understanding of the language as well. Sono le 14:15. And that's my lesson for today. Sweet. I'm excited to see how what I've learned will translate. If you'd like to try out Babbel, get 60% off your subscription during Babbel's Black Friday sale by clicking on the link below or scanning the QR. If you do, let me know in the description what language you want to learn and why. Now, on to the memes.
All right, give me a meme. Me not being able to relax all morning because I have a minor commitment later that afternoon. Yeah, I don't understand the picture, but the sentiment is accurate. That is really common for people with ADHD, and that's because if we get started on something, we might lose track of time and miss the thing that we have a commitment to later on. Hyperfocus is something that ADHDers slip into pretty easily, and we don't always have control over it. The sentiment is accurate. The quality of the meme, it's basic. Again, I'm in a mood today, so I'm being a little harsher on things than usual. What I think, and then there's a circle within that. What I can put into words, a circle within that. What I say to other people, circle within that. What people actually understand. Okay, I can't super relate to this one because things that I think, I often say to other people because I have impulse control issues. So if I think it, I probably have said it. But yes, what I say to other people and what people actually understand, that is accurate. All right, give me a meme. Lungs. I breathe air for you. Heart. I pump blood for you. Kidney or liver? I filter waste for you. Kidney, right? Kidney? Liver? Kidney? I need to take some anatomy lessons. Brain. Do a burnout. That's just silly. But it made me laugh. Wait, hang on. Now I have to look it up. Like, what filters waste? Is it kidneys or liver? Kidney! Your kidneys remove waste and extra fluid from your body. Your kidneys also remove acid that is produced by the cells of your body and maintain a healthy balance of water, salts, and minerals such as sodium, calcium, phosphorus, and potassium in your blood.
Did we literally just do a Google search in the middle of shooting
Yes.
content?
Yes. Shoot. How do we get back to your link? this actually happened. I clicked on a link that somebody dropped in chat at the end of my keynote while I was doing the Q&A. Somebody dropped a link in, and I impulsively clicked on it, and I was still streaming and I had this OBS set up and it was very complicated. It started playing. This link started blaring, but not the actual thing that it was supposed to be playing. It was blaring the commercial before it, which for some reason was like political propaganda about how the world was ending. And so like it just blasting into this room, and I could not figure out how to turn it off, which is when I learned don't click on links while you're presenting. But apparently Google searches do not apply. I'm doing great. Let's find that again. Oh wait, yes, I found it. Okay. Bad memory, impulsiveness, time management problems, taking things too personally, maximum kindness, Captain ADHD. Technically inaccurate on some of these points. There is actually some research showing that people with ADHD have greater memory in some types of memory. We do struggle with working memory, and we struggle with prospective memory, so remembering what we intended to do can be an issue for us. But things like episodic memory, there has been research done that says that we actually are better at that. We can remember things a little bit more in detail. This is an oversimplification, and memes like this bother me because they can kind of spread misinformation. Maximum kindness, I've met some jerks who have ADHD. I'm just saying. Taking things too personally, that's a relative statement. I don't like that one. Again, I'm cranky today. Laundry, Danny! This is one of Danny Donovan's comics. Laundry, non-ADHD, wash, dry, fold, put away. ADHD, wash, dry, fold, put away is the tallest one of all. Or if you're like me, wash, because it's been too long. Wash, wash. Feel terrible about the impact you're probably having on the environment. Then you dry. All right, give me a meme. Me, toast seems like a safe meal. I'll put in some toast. Me, puts in bread. Me, stands next to toaster for a solid 2 minutes. Me, what am I doing here? Toast pops. Me screams. Yeah, so this is a working memory issue. Remembering what we're doing while we're doing it relies on working memory. You can check out our video here on how that's a struggle for those of us with ADHD. But yes, this is legit. This can happen. Give me a meme. My possible response times, 0.5 seconds or 5 to 7 business days. Oh wow, this is so accurate. If I don't take care of something the second it pops in, it'll probably happen eventually, but somebody's probably gonna have to follow up with me on it, to be honest. You know what I love? I love that Gmail says, hey, it's been 5 days. Did you want to respond to this? Because I'm like, yeah, I did. And it's something I could have responded to in 0.5 seconds, and I did not. So now I'm overthinking it and feeling terrible because now my half a second response does not feel like enough. So now I have to actually think through what I want to say. One of my favorite things that I tell people now is, thank you so much for your patience. Or thank you for following up on this. Instead of apologizing constantly for something that I'm going to struggle with because I have ADHD, I'm trying to thank people, for their patience or for their support or whatever. Sometimes I let them know that it's something that I'm working on, but sometimes I'm not working on it because I'm working on a billion other things. I can't work on all of the things at once. People's names, song lyrics, people's names, song lyrics, people's names, song lyrics, people's names. This is another working memory issue. Well, okay, it's a focus and a working memory issue. You can't remember what you weren't paying attention to do it in the first place. So if you missed somebody's name because you were thinking about something else while they said it, okay, then you're not gonna remember their name because you weren't paying attention to it in the first place. But also a working memory issue, right? So if you're in a new social interaction and somebody's saying their name, you're also thinking about like, okay, what am I doing? Where are the chips? What's my name? What am I supposed to say? You're thinking about all these other things. So a lot of the time when somebody tells me their name, I'm so busy trying to figure out what I want to say back to them that I forget, like it gets knocked out of my working memory slots. I forget what they just said their name is. A lot of times somebody will introduce themselves and I'll introduce myself and then say, can you tell me your name again? I already forgot. I'm so sorry. This is something that's difficult for me. I appreciate it. But if they say it again, because I've already done the part of introducing myself, I'll usually have a better chance of remembering it that time. Give me a meme. ADHD cleaning shall now be known as Roomba cleaning. I wander around the house sort of cleaning random things until I get stuck or my battery runs out. At the end, things are a little cleaner, but absolutely not clean. I love this. This is great. This is so accepting and also true. There's a reason why I use a housekeeper. I've tried not using a housekeeper. This is apparently not an option for me. It's a really critical accommodation for me and my partner. Neither one of us are very good at cleaning. It would take so long that one of us would have to not have a job. One or both of us would have to like give up our work life at some point so that we could keep our house clean. Who took my... Oh, found it. Yeah, accurate. Give me a meme. Me after noticing a slight change in someone's energy toward me. Yeah, I pick up on this a lot. This was from growing up in a very tense household where it didn't take a lot for somebody to explode because there was a lot of untreated and undiagnosed ADHD and trauma issues and all kinds of fun stuff. I got used to walking on eggshells. I got used to like picking up on the slightest, like, is somebody mad at me? I've gone through a lot of therapy to work on this. And to recognize that somebody's energy toward me can change and that's okay. Where is the thing? Carelessly set down, I forget where, or deliberately put in a special place, I forget where. My mom was right. Everything should have a place and it should stay in that place, and that place should not move, ideally. Unless there is a routine place where we put something and we put it every time, we are going to forget where we put it. We're going to have the brilliant idea that like it should go here and then forget where we put it. Or we're going to be completely distracted coming in and put it somewhere random, and then we're not going to remember where we put it then. I feel like there needs to be at least like a tiny sliver for, I actually made a hook for this and I use it regularly enough that even when I'm not paying attention, that's where it goes. One more. Me at 3 a.m. imagining how I would do CPR on a giraffe instead of sleeping. I've never thought about that. How would I? I'm Googling it. How to CPR on a giraffe. Okay. African Ranger shares how he gave CPR to a giraffe and saved its life. Okay, no, I have things to do. I'm putting this down now. All right, yep, I'm in a better mood. Nothing like a good meme or bunch of memes to make your day. Thank you to my brain advocates and all my Patreon brains for not only supporting this channel, but also introducing me to so many ADHD memes that now I'm kind of hooked. If you are part of our Patreon already, check out our Discord where we do things like share memes and have random conversations about ADHD. Either way, thank you so much for watching this video. Like, subscribe, click all the things, share, and I will see you next video. Bye, brains.